Kids Can Cook. And today we're going to make eggs. Eggs are super nutritious, packed full of protein and all kinds of vitamins, iron and calcium, and they're really easy to make. Don't be intimidated by this little guy. We're going to make 3 different ways: boiled, fried, and scrambled. So let's start with boiled. You just take an egg and put it in a small pot of cold water. I've already got 1 egg in, but you always have to start with cold water, and then once it starts boiling, take one of these little guys, times it for 3 minutes, turn it upside down. That will give you a soft boiled. That means the yellow part is soft. If you want it hard, leave it an extra couple of minutes, 5 or 6. So we've already got 1 in there. We're going to take out, and we're going to put 1 in. So that one is going to be soft. And when it's done, we're going to take our spoon. This one has holes in it so we can scoop it up. Scoop up our egg. And we're going to put it in this little egg cup. There we go. We're going to let that one cook. The important thing to remember when you put it in the cold water, pour some salt in. So we have butter, eggs, and salt today are our 3 ingredients. So pour some salt in. It won't make your egg taste salty. It's just to make sure your egg doesn't crack. Because if it cracks in the water, it makes a big mess. So put it in the cold water, boil your egg, 3 minutes, take it out, put it in the little cup, and we're going to run it under some cold water because that makes it stop cooking. So there you go, and now we're going to do 1 fried egg and 1 scrambled. To make scrambled eggs, we're going to we'll just do 1, and we're going to crack it into a bowl. So here's our bowl and our fork. Now you can, if you want, add a little bit of milk, but I'm not going to do that today. You would just put a couple tablespoons in. It kind of makes it a bit creamy. We're just going to go like this. Going to mix it all up. Use your muscles. Mix it really hard. Mix it up. This is just 1 tiny little egg. Probably if you're having it for dinner, you want to put 2. If you're having it for someone else, put 3 or 4. But we'll just put 1 today. Here you go. We're going to get that ready. And we're going to take some butter and put it in a frying pan. You could also use coconut oil, which is delicious. So we're going to turn it on. Now, if you're using the stove, depends how old you are, you probably need someone to help you and supervise. So make sure someone has showed you how to use the stove. Be really careful because it gets hot. And we're going to put a tiny bit of butter. Well, for 1 egg, we're just going to put just the tiniest bit. Just the tiniest bit. There we go. And we're going to put a little bit of butter. This is a pan that has Teflon on it, so things don't stick. So you don't need very much. This pan, you need a little bit more because things do stick. It's just metal. So a little bit more butter. There we go. It's about a teaspoon. There you go. Let's put a little bit more on this one just because butter tastes so good. And butter's actually good for you. If you eat a little bit, you don't want to eat tons of it. So we have 3 eggs. We have our boiled egg. We're going to wait and get our fried egg and our scrambled egg. All right, let's make our scrambled egg. So we beat it all up. 1, 2, 3, a little bit of milk, and a little bit of butter. And once it's melted, you just pour your egg on it. You'll hear it sizzling. Remember to be careful, it's hot. Now this one is Teflon, so you don't want to scratch it. We want to use plastic. So we're going to use plastic on this, and it's going to bubble up. This is going to cook really fast. So just keep stirring it around, keep moving it around. Have a plate ready to put it on. Turn your stove off. And this is really fast. And you have scrambled eggs. And if you want to make it extra delicious, put a little bit of cheese on. We have some left over from another recipe. We're going to pour on some grated cheese. There you go. Any kind of cheese you want. Cheddar, mozzarella, Parmesan. It melts really fast. Really fast. Some people like softer eggs. Some people like them firm. Just don't let them burn. That's the important thing. Very carefully take it off the stove and put it on your plate. And there we have a scrambled egg. We're going to put this aside. Put it in our sink. Okay, so when our butter is all nicely melted and covered, you can move it around carefully because everything's hot. The handle's not hot. You take 1 egg or 2 eggs, depending who's eating or how hungry you are. Crack it on the side. Hold it fairly low down and open it slowly. If you open it too fast or too high up, that's when it breaks the yolk. And you want a nice firm yolk. If you break it, it's not a big deal. You could always make it into a scrambled egg. There you go. We have our egg, our fried egg. It takes about 2 minutes. I'm going to turn it back up a little bit. And it's really delicious to put it on a piece of toast. You could have it with some little potato nuggets. That would be good too for a dinner. So mix things up. Now that you know how to cook 3 different kinds of eggs, you can have them any way you want. You could have an egg by itself. And if you want to flip the egg, just one side, we're going to take metal on metal. So it's plastic on Teflon, metal on metal. So we're just going to let it get firm. Here's our scrambled eggs. And let's just show you the inside of our soft-boiled egg. All right. It's pretty hard to tell if it's because it depends on the size. So let's just chop off. This is called the hat. Take the hat off. And inside we have a pretty soft egg. So there we go. This one's pretty soft. I like mine soft. There we go. Have breakfast. Take a piece of toast, cut it up into little fingers, have finger toast with it. It's delicious for breakfast. Protein, calcium, all kinds of good stuff. So if you want to feel good, good start to the day, breakfast is pretty important. So you can make yourself breakfast, or mom and dad, your brother and sister. You can do it. Kids can cook. It's easier than you think. Here's our fried egg. You're going to get underneath the egg. Underneath it, make sure you got the whole egg, and then turn it gently. Everybody breaks eggs sometimes, so don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. Give it about a few seconds till it's nice and firm. There, plate ready. Turn your stove off. Always turn your stove off. Get underneath your egg. Get underneath your egg all the way under. That's what the butter is there for, to make sure it doesn't stick. And it makes it taste delicious. So there you go. I'm going to take that pan and take it off the heat so it doesn't burn. And we have 3 delicious eggs. We have a fried egg, scrambled, with cheese, and a soft-boiled egg. Have it with toast, have it with potatoes, have it with delicious. You can do it. Kids can cook.